talking about investors who have either a negative mindset or relationship with respect to money, we have to account for the low risk tolerance, right? We also have to account for that there's a lot of fear in the unknown. So we're talking about a project that is maybe a new project that we equate how much we pay for things with we equate it falsely and many times with its value, right? As opposed to being excited about being on a project before, right, the proof of concept is there. Because think about where your position would be had you invested in Apple when it was more affordable and more accessible, but because we couldn't see where it was going and that it would be, this multi-billion-dollar company, we missed out, right? And that was the fear, right? That's the risk of not being innovative in your investments or not understanding the utility of what you're investing in, right? And so being able to do some of the in-depth research, I think that's one of the reasons that your community is so engaged, is that you provide research that helps people understand the impact and the utilization of a coin or the projects behind these coins, because then we can make more informed decisions about how these projects impact people's lives, how it makes transforms, right, things, and the long-term utilization of a project likely relates to future gains, right? And so that feels like a safer investment when we can see how it might be used.
It's your boy, Underdog Crypto, aka Jay, here with another cryptocurrency video. Folks, I'm going to start you off with asking you a question. Do you own a penny? Do you have 1 cent in your pocket? If you have 1 penny in your pocket, then you need to watch every drop of this video from beginning to the end, from the cradle to the grave, folks. Because if you have 1 cent, then what you learn in this video today is going to be life-changing information. Now, I didn't time code this video because I believe that you need to watch the entire video. If you watch this entire video, then I think you will benefit greatly. I want to introduce myself to you. I am Underdog Crypto, and what I do is give you research that gives you life-changing opportunities. What others do are read CoinMarketCap to you and tell you about the next up and down based on their opinion. I try to do something different, folks. I empower you, teach you, educate you, and allow you to take a different perspective to add to what you're already doing. Now, if you receive this video right now, you receive this video because either you knew about me or you was sent this video from someone who cares about you. So take the opportunity right now to do 2 things. First, like the video. Subscribe. Don't just use my labor and not compensate me. I'm not asking for money, folks. Compensate me by liking and subscribing to the channel to empower me to empower you to help you with your life-changing decisions. Also, I want you to do this, folks. Take a moment, take a breath, and allow me to walk through this with you. I'm going to explain to you exactly what you need to do life-changing actions that you can afford to do. Now, before I do that, I have to give you a disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. Everything you see is not financial advice. It is for educational purposes only. But if you so educate yourself and blow up your bank account, then you are welcome. And why that's important, and I say that each and every time, folks, it's just today. Look at what happened. Robinhood reached a settlement with FINRA over a multitude of issues, agreeing to pay a fine of $57 million in restitution to customers of $12.6 million. In a 122-page settlement document against Robinhood, FINRA explains that the company has paid or intends to pay a total of $8,853,506. FINRA states that if you're not a financial advisor, then you cannot give financial advice. So I want to say this again because I want to make sure people understand how to leverage your boy Underdog Crypto's research. When you hear me tell you about a project, I am giving you research. I have no bias in this game. I want to get in these projects, learn as much as I can, research using the skill sets I have, and provide it to you to add to what you're doing. Other people and content providers are telling you when to sell and when to buy. I will never do that, folks. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to follow the law, and I'm going to educate you and train you. You have to take advantage of this in the best way you see possible. Now that we got that out of the way, let me tell you a little bit about myself. Your boy, Underdog Crypto, is a certified digital currency investigator. I'm a certified fraud examiner. I'm certified in over 10 professional board certifications in cyber investigations and forensics. I hold a master's degree in digital forensics. I'm a digital forensic scientist. I'm currently pursuing my PhD in innovation and technology management with a focus on information systems. And all that means is I take my time to investigate each and every project to make sure I provide you the best research you can to help change your life. And that's exactly what I'm called to do, and that's what I'm going to do here today. This video is different. I'm going to help you to win, to slay in this bull market, bear market, slay by making you think differently. Let me ask you a question, folks. Would you rather have 1 penny or would you rather have $1 million? That seems like a very easy question. So let me rephrase it. Would you rather have 1 penny, which multiplies itself every day for 30 days, or would you rather have $1 million in 1 month, in 30 days? Now, I'm going to give you an example of how you need to think in approaching this cryptocurrency market. Just like Dr. Robinson told you when we had a discussion at the beginning of this video, there's a mindset that perceives that value is based on the cost. Your boy Underdog Crypto has an algorithm I've created in my mind, and I've executed that algorithm. And I want you to think like I think, to consider this. Check this out, folks. Day 1, you have 1 penny. Day 2, you have 2 pennies. Day 3, you have 4 pennies. Day 11, you have $10.24. Day 12, you have $20.48. Day 16, you have $327. Day 17, you have $655. Day 21, you will have over $10,000. Day 24, you will have over $83,000. Day 27, you have over $671,000. And on the last day, you will have over $5 million. I'm starting you on this journey to think differently. You saw there exactly what a penny can do. Now, I want you to think for a moment, folks, about my very first video I did on this channel. It was called Change Your Thinking. Now, although I started this channel on February the 3rd of 2021, I was in this market way before that. A year before that, I was in this market, and I was telling individuals in my social circle, people I care for, exactly what I'm going to show you, exactly how I changed my life. And I want you to know that not everyone found value in that. And that is okay, because fear, uncertainty, and doubt is in all of us. And I am here to disrupt that for you, folks. I am here to show you an opportunity, but you have to make this valuable to you. I can't do it for you. The very first video I did was Change Your Thinking. And I made a lot of people mad because it was called Don't Buy Bitcoin. And as I say that, someone right now is clutching their pearls and they're saying to themselves, what are you talking about, Underdog Crypto? We need people to adopt it. And I understand it, but for the people I'm called to serve, not everyone can afford a Bitcoin, folks. So I cannot discuss with transparency and honesty that I got to where I've gotten to by buying Bitcoin because I didn't. So why should I tell you about something that didn't work for me? I believe that that boat has missed a lot of us, but the boat has not completely sailed on certain things. And I'm going to show you those things. At the time in which I did that video, it was February 3rd, 2021. The cost of Bitcoin was $37,420. Now, if you think about that, today, the cost of Bitcoin is $35,092.30 with 1,747,994 people watching Bitcoin on a watch list. Now you're saying to yourself, Underdog Crypto, what does that matter? We don't care about that. You have to care about it, folks. That's the whole purpose of this video. Someone cared enough about you to send you this video, or you care enough about yourself to know, to learn what I'm about to show you. And this is what I'm going to show you. In that video, I talked about 3 coins. 1 was TELCOIN. 2 was Zilliqa. 3 was NIMIQ. Now, I went on throughout the year from February 3rd until present day to talk about another 17 coins. And throughout that time, I gave you the research. I told people exactly what's coming. And you know what happened, folks? Each and every one of these projects took off. Now, I could not, and I will not, give you advice, financial advice about when to trade, how to sell, because I cannot. I am prohibited from doing that. When others do it, that is on them and their own risk. Your boy Underdog Crypto has to think about my family, and I have to think about what's in place by the law. And the law says I cannot provide you financial advice. I can provide you educational material, which I do, which is what I do when I provide you my research. And you have an opportunity to leverage it. But why am I bringing this up, folks? Check this out. TELCOIN. On February 3rd, 2021, at the time in which I told you about this, you had to look at this coin. You would have found that the coin was worth 0.00152467. Now, that's a little under 0.1%. What happened, folks? That coin went all the way up. And it reached its all-time high in May of that year. That's this year now, folks. And it reached a total of 0.0649. That is almost 7 cents. Now, before I go through that, this is when you heard the information from your boy Underdog Crypto. I was talking about this on my social media channels and my circles before I ever started a channel. I was giving this information to the people I love before, and that is why you're here today. I need you to see what I see, and I want you to consider what I'm about to show you. Throughout that time, 35,700% gains happened from when I had the coin, when I first got into it, to present day. And folks, that price you see is based off of the current price. That means if the coin has went down because the Bitcoin had a correction, then it was higher than that. But 35,000. And what happened when you saw the penny double in its value every day for 30 days? Well, what does that mean, folks? If you had gotten to that coin at that time, where Underdog Crypto first was in it himself, where I've told you, you'll be right here all the way to the top. You could have made your trades any way you wanted to, hodled, sold for profit, whatever you decided to do in your own trading strategy. And this is what you would have had. It would have cost you at the time in which I first started talking about this coin last year, when I saw this coin before everyone else knew about it, $1,000 would have got you 15,350,000 of these TELCOIN. Today, at the all-time high, if you had held on for a year, you would have profited $996,000, and that's what you had, almost $1 million for a $1,000 investment. I'm not done, folks. Let's keep going. That's the price of TELCOIN right now. Almost 3 cents. With 119,844 people watching it. And it went up to 6 cents. I wonder what a year can do. In the same video on February 3rd, 2021, your boy Underdog Crypto told you about Zilliqa. At the time, it was .079399. That's a little under 8 cents. But a year before this happened, I was telling about this project, and check this out, folks. It went from .002477 when I first started telling the people I cared about, all the way up on May 6th to 25 cents, headed to 26 cents. And if you had jumped in at any time, even after I told you in February, that is you at the top. Whether you sold it, held it, or whatever you decided to do with it, you had that opportunity to jump in on this project. But let me show you where you would have been. $1,000 invested at the time I first started talking about this project, you would have owned 416,600 Zilliqa. If you had held on to it to that all-time high, you would today have $106,673 profits from a $1,000 investment. Today, at the time in which this video was done, Zilliqa is .0852. It is still above where I told you about it. It's still above where I jumped in at it. That is what you can do with a penny. But we're not done, folks. On the same video on February 3rd, 2021, your boy Underdog Crypto told you about the project NIMIQ. At the time in which I did that video, it was .00466. Now, why is that important? If you look at that, when I first started telling the people I cared about this project, the price was .00028834. That was just January 2nd, 2020. Now at the all-time high on April 12th, it was 1517. That's over 1 cent. Now, just to make sure, look at where the price was. Even when I told you on this platform, it was at 1/4 of a cent, and it almost hit 2 cents before the first Bitcoin correction. And that would have been you. And you could have traded any way you wanted to. Those pennies would have worked for you. And you would have been able to put $1,000 investment. You would have gotten 3,530,000 NIMIQ. And that would have gave you $53,559 in profit. And today, at the time in which this video is done, NIMIQ is right back where it started from, but still a little bit above where I told you about it, .004924, with over 21,870 people watching in a watch list. Now, what was the purpose of going through this? I needed you to see, folks. Even from February to now, look at all that profit. Look at all that you could have obtained if you had took your pennies and invested. But look at the patience that I had to have prior to this. I want you to think about that. That fear, uncertainty, and doubt is within all of us. But look at something that had zero value to most people, but utilizing research and my approach to research, I leveraged together a way to find an underdog cryptos. And you can be a part of that process too. And that's what I'm going to do. Right now, I want you to watch the remainder of this video, and I'm going to show you the strategy. This is where you need to take notes, folks. Take notes and pass this information on. And again, right now, like this video, subscribe to this channel. If you watch this video, benefit others and benefit yourself. Here we go. I watched a lot of you last year during the stock market crash and during the first part of the pandemic. A lot of you, I was telling about this stuff, cryptocurrency, and a lot of you ignored me. Don't buy Bitcoin. Said it with a straight face. Do not buy Bitcoin. And I'm going to show you why. Don't sleep on this. I'm telling you. Let's go. You can make some really good money in returns and not go with the bandwagon. Know what you're doing. So let's get into it. Let's do a quick run through. If you see here, it's the current price of Bitcoin, which is $37,420. I'm telling you again, do you have $37,420? So if you don't have $37,420.48 right now, you can't even buy one Bitcoin. One Bitcoin, $37,000. I'm not paying for that. I'm not saying Bitcoin is a bad investment. I just think that most people, working class citizens, probably don't have $37,000 to just throw on a coin. But you don't need $37,000. Let me show you something. Pay attention. Here it goes. Class begins now. Come to the bottom of this page. I want you to see that Bitcoin in the last year made 300%. Now, 24 hours, it went up 4.9%. I like to put things in perspective. If you have $100 and in the last hour, boom, it made 4.9%. Let's do the math. You just made $4.90, right? Am I right? Check me on that. Now, on here, if 30 days, 13.2%. If you bought $100 of Bitcoin and it goes up 13.2% in 30 days, congratulations. You've just made $13.20. You're the man. That's more money than you would have in your bank account. That's really good. But this is what you really want to see. If you have Bitcoin, and let's say you bought it on January the 1st of 2020, and then you kept it. You held every bit of it. You didn't sell it off. You was a trooper. You kept it from January 1st of 2020 to January 1st, 2021. And in that year, it went up 300%. Then you made $300. Check my math. If you had $100 and you get 100%, right? Then that's $100. 200%, $200. 300%, $300. You had $100 invested. You made $300 in profit. That's $400. $100 is your investment money. $300 in profit. Am I right? I'm right, aren't I? I know I'm right. Now check this part out. This is the thing that's different. And this is why I get you started with today. I don't care if you have $5 in your pocket. Now notice this. 300%. Notice that Bitcoin is the #1 coin. Just to verify it. Look, it's the #1 coin. So the coin I'm going to put in, TELCOIN. Look at this. It is worth 1/10 of a cent. Wait a minute. Do you see that? Let me read it to you for the people in the back. 593% in a year. Wait a minute. The #1 coin, Bitcoin, went up 300%. I don't know. This coin went up 593%. Isn't that more? Is it almost 600%? Which one's more? Just tell me. 600% or 300%? If Bitcoin cost you $100 and you made $300 off of 300%, and this one costs you $100 and you make $600, isn't that $600? I must be crazy. So let me do the math. So I'm gonna go to my little calculator app just to make sure. Here's 593. Now check this out. Let's calculate it. Well, grab my nose and call me a bull. It's $693, but let's just make sure $100 is really $100. So in Bitcoin, it said it was 299%. Well, I have less money. And it cost me less to get it. Show you something. Let me show you something really quick. On March 13th of 2020, I've had this coin since February of 2020. And the last 11 months, this coin went up 2,255.2%. Look at that. Let's just go to this again. So let's put that $100 in here. 2,000. I want to make sure. I don't want to lie to you. 255.2, right? 2,255.2. Let's calculate it. No. What? You mean to tell me that if you put $100 in coin that's worth less than a cent, that you would have $2,355? Well, what would have happened if you had about $1,000 worth of it? It must be me. Let's calculate again. Are you telling me if I put $1,000 in that thing last year, when you was talking about this, you would have made $23,000? Well, Let's look what Bitcoin did. So we're going to go to Bitcoin. Let's go down. That's from the all-time low. Now it's showing its all-time low 7 years ago. Remember, my all-time low was 11 months ago. So if it was worth $67 in 2013, you wouldn't even think about Bitcoin in 2013. And you would have had to wait all this time for it to go up 55,000%. That's what it says, right? From its low to high. But on TELCOIN, 11 months, and you still made a killing. Now, keep in mind, if you was in Bitcoin in 2013, it's 2021 now, sure, you made a lot of money. It was 67 bucks. That was back in Windows XP, I think. I don't know. Windows NXT, I don't know. So if you was on that many years ago, you should be making it. You're a long-term investor. But I'm saying to you, in the last 11 months, this is the type of proceeds I see. Let's look at one Zilliqa. It's worth 7 cents. When I bought this coin, it was worth 1/2 cent. Let's see here. No, he lied to you. You mean to tell me in the last 11 months, if you had got this coin, that you would have got a 3,222% gain in your investment? Because it was worth less than 0.2 of a cent? And you mean to tell me in the last year that it made 1,186%? I thought, wait a minute, didn't Bitcoin make 299%? And it didn't cost you 37,000? But this coin costs you 7 cents right now. But you could have bought it for 0.2 of a cent. And one more proof of concept. NIMIQ. It was the 345. So 345 on the crypto currency ranking. 345. Bitcoin's number 1. And you want to buy Bitcoin. So let's see what it did. All right. So it will cost you 1/4 of a penny right now. I bought this when it was 1/100th of a penny last year. In 1 year, on January 2nd to now, if you had that same coin, it would have went up 1,556. Wait a minute. In 1 year, let me make sure you clarify. This is its all-time low. So in 1 year, the lowest price it was here. So if you'd have bought on January 2nd, you would have had a gain of 1,556%. So right here, you can follow it and see it. You can even see it on this thing called Trading View. And it's just different ways to look at it. It shows you the date and the time, and it shows you the market cap, all that good stuff. I wanted to first show you, though, really quickly about what people don't realize. The coins I showed you did not cost you $37,000. What we're doing is they're thinking that we don't have enough money to invest. Investments, you have to be smart about it. I just showed you that you could take $100 and if you had Bitcoin, get 300% and make $300. But then I showed you, you could take that same $100 and make $23,000 if you got to put $100 in last year. I didn't make that up. You saw the numbers here. I own millions of these. I said millions. So just imagine for yourself today, if you pick the right coins, how much is $100 worth to you? Just imagine for a second, if you were to pick a coin, and let's take TELCOIN. I hope this video is not too long, but this is for people who want to know. All right. So we take TELCOIN, and there's the price. So I'm going to just show you in real time. Here's the calculator. Here's 1 cent. This represents 1 cent. And I'm going to divide it by the following. 0.00. I think I'm supposed to be multiplying, but we're going to figure that out in a second. Don't get mad at me. It's been a while. 991. No, that's right. So I divided it by the cost of this coin. So for 1 penny, you can get 6.53 coins. Remember, for $37,000, it costs you to get 1 Bitcoin. I'm telling you, for 1 penny, you can get 6.5 coins. So how many pennies are in a dollar? 100, right? So since 1 penny will give you 6.5 coins, not being slick, times 100. That's 653, right? So $1 would buy you 653 coins. So what if you put $100 on it? Well, 653. Remember, you just bought a $1 will buy you 653 of these coins times $100. That's 65,000. So 65,363 coins. Remember, 1 Bitcoin costs you 37,000. I've already got you a way that you have 65,000 coins. So just imagine with me. I want you just to use your imagination. Let's say you got $1,000, right? So what would you do? So we know that 65,363 is $100 times, times 10, right? $100 times 10 is 1,000, right? Now you got 653,633 coins. Let's see what you could have made. Remember that. So you were smart. You listen. I'm gonna take this number, 2,255.2. I'm gonna go into my trusty calculator. Right? You put 1,000 in there. All right, it's already in there. That's how much money you would have made. Investments is taking care of your family. Don't just survive anymore. It's not good enough for us to survive. Invest. Okay, folks, thank you for getting through all the information you needed to in order to help you understand exactly the core of the processes I put in place with this channel and exactly with this trading. Now, if you understand now how you can take something of very little value and it can become great, then I want you to do me a favor. The Underdog Crypto community is here for you to join, and I'm going to share with you at the end of this video exactly how you can join our community. But also remember that just because this information is free that I'm providing to you, don't make the same mistake as we do sometimes as people and believe that it is diminished quality because it's given to you for free. I wanted to do this because I feel it's important to get people prepared to make decisions that could really have life-changing effects. That's something I want to do, and I'm doing that for you. I will not always be in this platform, and I'm also going to be providing us a journey so we can continue to grow. There's skill sets that you need to learn if you want to research and gather the same type of things that I gather. I want you to help you to be better researchers. I want you to make better trades. I want you to look at my perspective and consider it because as I've shown you, it's really effective. And when it's effective, it really works. Now, if you will, take the same time to like, subscribe right now. Take that moment. I did this for you. Please do that for me. And I want you to also, while you have a like and subscribe at the bottom, press copy the link and share it with your social circle so they can get this information. Don't leave anybody out there. I'm here for the people I'm called to serve, but I can't serve them without your help. Allow me to help you to give them an option, to give yourself an option that you may or may not have been aware of. That's it. We all can have different opinions about how we get to our journey. This is a choice I have chosen. This is a methodology that I have put in place that has been very effective. But I want you to also do the thing that no one else wants to tell you to do, and that is take ownership. You must take ownership in your cryptocurrency trading. You must take ownership in your wealth building. You must take ownership. And then you got to take action. Well, thank you very much. As we leave out, I want you to please look at the social media channels I have for you to join the Underdog Crypto community and also be in contact with me. I think that we need to all come together as a community and help each other out in different methods. All right, people, it's been great. Until the next time, this is your boy, Underdog Crypto.
Yeah, I told you we gon' take you to the top. Can't believe that Mr. Wonder Boy to flop, ayy. Yeah, never movie shaky, but I popped, ayy. Yeah, exes on my line wanna